What if everything we thought we knew about the universe is wrong? The James Webb Space Telescope has just seen something that defies physics, time, and even reality itself. Galaxies that shouldn't exist. Light from beyond the edge of the universe. And a signal that might not be natural. This changes everything. In December of 2021, humanity launched a machine unlike anything the world had ever seen. The James Webb Space Telescope, our most powerful eye into the cosmos, was sent nearly 1 million miles away from Earth, beyond the moon, to float in the cold silence of space. It wasn't just built to take pictures. It was built to look back in time. Thanks to its massive gold-coated mirror and its ability to detect infrared light, Webb can capture the faintest glow from stars and galaxies that formed more than 13 billion years ago, just moments after the birth of the universe. This wasn't science fiction. This was supposed to be our ultimate truth-seeking tool, to answer the biggest questions. Where did we come from? What is out there, and how did it all begin? But as the first images came in, something didn't add up. Galaxies appeared where there should be none. Massive structures existed far too early, and strange, unexplained signals began to show up in the data. These weren't just unexpected findings, they were impossible by the rules of modern science. And some physicists began to whisper what no one wanted to say out loud. This might not be the universe we thought we were in. The James Webb Space Telescope was supposed to confirm what we already knew, or at least what we thought we knew. That the early universe was chaotic, dark, and slow to build itself. That the first galaxies were small, fragile clusters of gas and dust, just beginning to form stars. But almost immediately, Webb began sending back data that changed everything. Instead of tiny baby galaxies, it found giants. Huge, mature galaxies that looked more like the Milky Way than like anything expected at that stage of cosmic history. One galaxy, known as CEERS 93316, appears to have formed just 240 million years after the Big Bang. That's impossibly early. In human terms, it's like discovering a fully grown adult in a hospital delivery room. But it gets even stranger. These galaxies aren't just large, they're dense, bright, and well organized. They contain more stars than they should, with complex structures that would normally take billions of years to develop. According to our current model of cosmology, the Lambda CDM model, this simply can't happen. Why? Because back then there wasn't enough time, matter, or gravity to build anything this big. Galaxies weren't supposed to form this fast, or this well. And yet, there they are. And they're not alone. Dozens of similar galaxies have now been spotted in JWST's deep field surveys. Each one is a contradiction. Each one chips away at our understanding of how the universe began. And now, scientists are starting to wonder, are we wrong about the early universe? Or could it be that what we're seeing isn't the early universe at all? The surprises didn't stop at size and age. Some of these ancient galaxies didn't just form early, they broke the rules of structure itself. In several cases, Webb detected galaxies that had already turned 100% of their gas into stars. That means no dust, no leftover gas clouds, no raw materials, just pure, blazing starlight. That's not just unusual, it's impossible, at least according to every model we've built for how galaxies form. Modern galaxies convert maybe 5 to 10% of their gas into stars. Even the most efficient star factories in the universe leave behind clouds of raw material. But these objects didn't. So the question becomes, are these even galaxies at all? Some researchers are beginning to speculate that these structures might be something else entirely. Artifacts of a previous universe, remnants of cosmic events we can't yet explain, or even formations leaking in from another dimension. They look like galaxies, but their behavior doesn't match anything we've ever seen. Whatever they are, one thing is clear. They don't belong in the early universe we thought we understood. To truly understand why these discoveries are so unsettling, we need to look at the limits of the universe itself. There's a concept in cosmology known as the Hubble sphere, the boundary of the observable universe. Because space is constantly expanding, the farther an object is from us, the faster it moves away. And beyond a certain distance, galaxies are moving faster than the speed of light. That should mean we'll never see them. Their light can't reach us. They exist beyond our cosmic horizon, and yet, Webb has detected light from beyond that boundary. Faint signals that shouldn't be visible, light that shouldn't be here, structures that are, by all accounts, outside the limits of our universe. How is this possible? Some scientists suggest we're seeing the effects of cosmic inflation, a rapid expansion of space right after the Big Bang that stretched parts of the universe beyond our reach. But others believe something far stranger is happening. What if the boundary itself has shifted? Or worse, what if we're not looking through our universe, but into something else? A region that was never meant to be visible. A part of reality we weren't supposed to reach. Whatever the explanation, one thing is certain. Webb is looking farther than any instrument in history. And what it's finding doesn't obey the rules. With each new discovery from James Webb, the same disturbing pattern emerges. The universe is not behaving the way we expected. It's not just a matter of early galaxies forming too quickly. It's that the entire timeline may be wrong. Some cosmologists, once firm believers in the Big Bang model, are now beginning to question everything. Because if galaxies can form in a fraction of the time we thought necessary, if light can reach us from beyond the observable universe, if structures appear that break every known limit of scale and time, then maybe there was no beginning. At least, not the kind we imagined. One radical theory suggests we're witnessing a fracture in reality, a place where two universes overlap. A point in space-time where something ancient, older than our own universe, is leaking through. It's not just a glitch in data. It's a rupture in the very structure of existence. And Webb? It may have captured the first evidence of that rupture. So the question becomes, what exactly are we looking at? A young universe, or a cosmic wound? While the world focused on the breathtaking images of galaxies and nebulae, the James Webb Space Telescope quietly detected something even stranger. Something that couldn't be seen, only heard. Buried in the background of its data, beyond the light, beyond the dust, was a signal. A faint, repeating oscillation. Not noise, not random static, but something structured, something rhythmic. Scientists first dismissed it as interference, a software glitch. But the signal kept returning, steady, predictable, and unlike anything ever recorded in space. It wasn't a pulsar. It wasn't gravitational waves. And it wasn't a known artifact of the cosmic microwave background. It was something else. A slow, measured beat. As if the universe itself had a pulse. Some astrophysicists have started calling it the heartbeat beyond time. What makes it even more mysterious is its mathematical consistency. the signal follows a precise pattern, suggesting it may not be random at all. In fact, it resembles something generated, something encoded. Could it be a natural phenomenon we don't yet understand? An exotic form of matter outside our known physics? Or is it a message? Some theories suggest it could originate from beyond our universe, a rhythmic imprint of something on the other side of a cosmic barrier. We don't know what it is. We don't know where it's coming from. But it's there, quietly pulsing in the dark. And whatever it is, it's not supposed to be. Light tells us what's out there, but gravity reveals what's really there. And James Webb has detected something massive but invisible. In the deepest regions of space, the telescope observed gravitational lensing, light from distant galaxies being warped and distorted by massive objects in front of them. But there was a problem. The galaxies causing this distortion had no visible mass. No stars, no dark matter halos, nothing we can see. And yet, their gravitational pull was undeniable. It's as if invisible hands were pressing down on the fabric of space-time, bending light from the other side of the universe. This isn't dark matter as we know it. It's something even stranger. Some scientists are calling them phantom mass fields, regions of pure gravity with no known source. So, where is this gravity coming from? One radical theory suggests we are seeing the shadow of another universe, one whose mass is leaking into ours, creating pressure points in space-time we can't explain. Not objects we can observe, but gravitational fingerprints from a reality we can't yet reach. And if that's true, then the structure of our universe may be shaped by something outside of it. For decades, the idea of a mirror universe was dismissed as science fiction, an elegant but unsupported theory, a universe that mirrors our own, where time flows backward and the laws of physics behave in reverse. But James Webb may have found evidence that brings this idea back to life. While analyzing the rotational patterns of distant galaxies, astronomers noticed something strange. Some galaxies are spinning in directions that defy statistical probability. Instead of a balanced distribution of rotation, there's an unexplained asymmetry, as if two cosmic systems are pulling in opposite directions. And that's not all. Certain subatomic particle behaviors recorded in Webb's data show reversed spin orientations, the kind that shouldn't exist under our known physics, unless there's something mirroring them on the other side. Could it be coincidence? Or are we entangled with a parallel universe, one that reflects ours in form, but not in function? A universe moving backward in time, where our past is their future. If true, this wouldn't just be another universe. It would be a cosmic reflection, pulling at our own reality from just beyond the veil. And maybe that reflection is starting to show. In one of its most distant scans, the James Webb Space Telescope tracked a light signature traveling from the edge of the observable universe. It was expected to fade, like all ancient light eventually does, but then it came back. Not from the same location, not from the same time, but with the exact same spectral fingerprint, as if the universe had whispered something, and that whisper echoed back. This phenomenon has never been observed before. Some call it a cosmic echo. Others believe it's evidence that light may not travel in a straight line forever. There are two leading explanations, and both are equally unsettling. The first, that the universe is curved and finite, like the surface of a sphere. If true, light could, in theory, loop around the cosmos and return to its point of origin after billions of years. The second, that it hit something something at the edge of our universe that is capable of reflecting or redirecting light. A structure, a wall, or perhaps a boundary we were never meant to cross. Whichever explanation is true, one fact remains: light doesn't lie, and this light came from somewhere. If what James Webb is showing us is real, then we may not be alone, not in space, but in reality itself. So the question isn't what's out there, it's what's already looking back at us. Subscribe, because what Webb might uncover next could change everything again.